Good morning, virtual yogis. Happy New Year. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I know we postponed the day so that you guys could enjoy your New Year's Eve and I can enjoy my New Year's Eve. And it's just going to be a great year. I feel like if we set intentions, I know if we set intentions for 2018, it's going to be awesome. So you're here, you're showing up, doing something good for yourselves, which is beautiful and amazing. And you totally deserve it. So we are going to start with a really beautiful practice. We're going to incorporate some self-love stuff and really just start to get our bodies moving. Now, if you've just joined virtual yoga, I don't include music in virtual yoga so that you can pick your own music and so that the recording isn't affected at all. Also, do this at your own pace. Ask questions. If the moves don't feel good, I'm here for you to ask questions. If you need extra time where you spend 5:30 every Monday morning, I have a question period after the class. So if you're feeling like your form isn't correct, make sure you check in with me. But let's get started. We're going to start at the top of our mat and we're just going to take some breaths in mountain. So closing our eyes, spreading out our toes, really grounding into the floor, pulling our belly button in and tucking our pelvis slightly under. We're going to turn our legs on by pulling our knees up, engaging our upper legs. Palm faces the front of the room, front of the mat. Let's take a deep breath and pull those shoulders up, back, and down again. Really opening up here. Keeping that belly button tight to the spine. We want to practice that through the entire practice. Imagine just pulling that belly button, hugging it to the back. This is going to protect our lower back. It's going to help us with our balance. It's going to work our core more. And as we're doing this, we're thinking about shooting the crown of our head up towards the ceiling, really lengthening through the neck and spine. Maybe we pull our chin slightly towards our chest, just to lengthen that neck and spine. Opening the chest here. And we're just going to take some silent breaths here, taking the inhale all the way to the base of the stomach. And holding. And exhaling all the way out. Now just continuing with this for a couple of breaths. Just centering ourselves in our breath. Now yoga is a non-judgment place. And often people think when an instructor says that non-judgment means to others. The non-judgment absolutely does expand others, but it really means non-judgment of yourself. That you're holding yourself and your heart in a sacred place in your yoga practice. You know that some days you can do more, some days you can do less. And ultimately you're here doing something good for yourself. Take a couple breaths on that you're here, you're serving yourself, you're starting a new year, doing something wonderful. Some of the judgment that really comes in during yoga is the judgment of our mind, not being able to close our mind off. I hear this all the time. I can't do yoga because my mind is too busy. I can't do yoga because I can't shut my mind off. It's not necessarily about shutting your mind off. That takes practice. Yoga is called a practice for a reason. But it's about coming to this place and accepting that you're going to try. And when those thoughts come in, don't be mad at yourself that they came in. Your thoughts are going to do that. Rather, address them. Recognize that they're there. Say, I can deal with you in 60 minutes. I'm going to let you go and exhale. Maybe you want to sway back and forth from your toes to your heels. If you're feeling like your balance is an issue, you can always place a chair next to the mat, holding the mat, pulling that belly button in. Join a little sway to continue to inhale and exhale. Maybe move from the outside to the insides of your feet, giving your feet a little massage. Feeling your body relax as you surrender to the sway. Maybe we go back and forth and side to side. Maybe we do little circles, starting in a clockwise rotation. And switching the counterclockwise if you chose to do the circle. Let's just stand tall and strong, solid mountain pose here, really digging the feet into the floor. Thinking about pressing your weight into the floor, feeling grounded and strong, like a strong foundation of a mountain. Feeling yourself extend up towards the ceiling as you pull your shoulders up, back, and down, opening that chest. Now, as we take a few more breaths here in preparation for our practice, I want you to set intentions for the practice. For me, I often like to choose a word when I'm setting my intentions for my practice. Maybe it's something I want more of in my life, and I want to focus on a word like joy or happiness or laughter. Maybe it's a goal that I'm setting for myself that I want to surround with self-love and self-care. Maybe I want to lose weight during 2018, but rather coming from a place of hate and self-hate, coming from a place of self-love and bringing that into my yoga practice and knowing that I'm including my yoga practice because I love myself, not because I'm bad, not because I have to, but because it brings me joy, happiness, energy, and love. We're going to take a deep inhale and circle sweep our arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center of prayer. Inhale, circle sweeping all the way up. Exhale to prayer. Setting the intentions for this practice. Rooting our intentions in a place of self-love. Rooting our intentions in a place of care. One more. Now just take a couple breaths here at heart center, rolling those shoulders up, back, and down. And let's start with our first half sun salutation. Deep inhale, circle sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, hinging from the hips, forward fold. Now bending the knees slightly, knowing that it's okay if you can't come all the way to the floor quite yet. We're going to warm up those legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Now, it would be ideal if you touch the floor, so bending the knees so that you have the ability to touch the floor, not putting too much tension on the hamstrings quite yet. Let's inhale, circle sweep all the way up. And hands to heart center. Inhale, circle sweeping. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle sweeping all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, one more half sun salutation here. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lifting, pulling the shoulder blades together, opening the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's roll up one vertebrae at a time, stacking the vertebrae, rolling our shoulders up and over our head, and coming to heart center. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's place our hands on the floor and step our right foot straight back, lowering our right knee to the floor, and inhaling to our dragon lunge, choosing hands at heart center or overhead. Thinking about driving the pelvis forward, front knee stays right over the front ankle, chest is up and open, hands overhead to increase difficulty. Let's exhale, bring our hands to the floor, turn our back toe under and step to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bringing the hands to the floor and stepping the left foot back, lowering the left knee to the floor, and inhaling to our crescent or dragon lunge position, driving that pelvis forward, starting to warm the legs up here. And let's bring the hands to the floor, turn the toes under and step to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bringing the hands to the floor and stepping the right foot back, lowering the right knee to the floor, and inhaling to our dragon lunge. Exhale, bringing the hands to the floor, turning the toe under and stepping to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping the right foot back, lowering the left foot back, lowering the knee, and inhaling the dragon lunge. Bringing the hands to the floor, turning the toes under, and stepping to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sink a little further into your fold here. Inhale, circle, sweeping the arms all the way up. And exhale, pressing our glutes back into chair. Still high chair position. We're not getting super low quite yet. Knees are behind the toes. Imagining you have a block, a pillow, or a water bottle in between your knees and you're squeezing them together to engage those legs. Belly button comes in, tucking the pelvis slightly under, really going for a flat back position here. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle, sweeping all the way up. Little tiny back bend. And hands coming to heart center. Good. Inhale, circle, sweep. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's place our hands on the floor and step our right foot back, lowering our knees and following with our left foot stack. Placing both knees on the floor, stacking our wrists under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. Let's take a deep inhale, drop our low back, open our chest, press the crown of our head towards the ceiling in our cow position. And then as we exhale, pull the chin towards the chest, belly button towards the spine, round through the shoulders and low back into cat. Now let's continue with this. Inhaling to cow and exhaling to cat. Continuing for a few more breaths through cow-cat. And then coming to neutral spine here. Let's open the hips slightly. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, press our glutes towards our heels, lengthening our arms, placing our forehead on the floor into child's pose. Now, child's pose position is here for you whenever you need. So this is our resting posture. Come to it whenever you feel you need. If you need a break from the heavier postures, or you just want to come back to your breath, come here, recenter. Let's inhale, walk our hands away from us, press the power through our fingertips. Inhale, turn our toes under, and exhale, press to downward facing dog, driving our armpits towards our big toes, really lengthening through our upper back here. Knees are still bent. Let's start to pedal the feet, walking the feet and walk the dog, pulling our belly button tight to our spine. Pressing the power and weight through our fingertips, not the heels of our hands. Walking it here. Pedaling our feet one heel at a time comes towards the mat as the opposite knee bends. Let's set our knees down and press the child's pose. Inhale, turning our toes under. Exhale, bent knees, downward dog. Let's pedal those feet. And then let's sink into our down dog. Let's look up, set our knees on the floor, stack our wrists under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Take 2 breaths through cow-cat. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Inhaling to our cow. And exhaling to our cat. Then coming to neutral spine. We're going to work through a core and back warming exercise now. We've already started to generate heat in our body, but we're going to challenge our balance in our core here. Taking a breath, let's bring the right knee a little closer to the left knee. Both feet should be released to the floor, so toes not up, but top of the foot on the floor. We're going to inhale, lift our left leg, driving it out behind us. So we're lifting that left leg, driving it out behind us. And we're not extending it over our glutes, and it's not hanging low. It's right equal with our glute. We're really engaging the glute muscle here to hold the muscle up. And think about turning the baby toe out towards the outside of the mat, pulling the belly button in so that our hips stay equal. Now, this posture is where we can stay, or we can choose to lift the opposite arm. This is balancing cat. Holding our core tight here, really challenging ourselves in balance. Let's set down and inhale, lift the opposite leg and opposite arm. Pulling that belly button tight, pulling the biceps and triceps together, really turning that glute muscle on to hold that leg up. Now our toes should always be pointed towards the floor, never pointed back to protect our knee. And let's set down. We're going to lift the opposite side again. And let's set down and inhale, lift the opposite side. And let's set down. From here, we're going to inhale, turn our toes under. Actually, let's open up our hips and exhale. Press back to child's pose. Just taking a breath here. Then let's walk our fingertips away from us. Inhale, turn our toes under. And press to downward facing dog when we're ready. Now, in downward facing dog, we want to think about driving our hips towards the ceiling, pressing our heels towards the floor, lengthening our arms. Maybe our elbows turn up towards the ceiling as we press the power into our fingertips. Lengthen our neck and spine. And really release those rhomboids and traps. Imagine I'm walking around and I'm pressing my hand between your shoulder blades. And as you exhale, feel those muscles relax. Let's inhale, look up, and step to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's roll one vertebrae at a time all the way up. And exhale to chair. Deep inhale. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's place our hands on the floor and step the right foot straight back. Now we can choose to lower the knee to the floor if we want, or we can keep the knee up and inhale, bend the back knee, drive it towards the floor in our high lunge posture. Exhale, bringing the hands to the floor and stepping to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bringing the hands to the floor, stepping the left foot back, choosing crescent or dragon lunge if you choose. If not, inhaling up to our high lunge position, really trying to get that back knee as close to the floor as we can. Let's bring the hands to the floor and step to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Ooh, excuse me. Inhale, circle sweeping all the way up. And hands to heart center. Let's just take a recentering breath here. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's place our hands on the floor and step the right foot back, pivoting slightly to the side of the room. Inhaling to warrior one. Now, in warrior one, we want to think about driving the power through both feet. Both feet are very grounded here. Front knees right over the front ankle. And when we first open up into warrior one, our hips are going to open to the side of the room. But we want to think about turning them to be parallel with the front of the mat. So we can choose hands at the hips, heart center, or overhead, whichever is best for us today. Breathe in this posture. We're going to take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring our hands to the floor. We're going to step to our first plank or half plank. So plank being on our toes, half plank being on our knee. Wrists are right under the shoulders. We're going to inhale, shift forward, and exhale, drive the elbows straight back. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lift our upper body into cobra. So we're using our back so we can lift our arms. Exhale, turning the toes under, and press to down dog or child's pose. Let's inhale, look up, and shift to plank or half plank. We're going to breathe for another heat series. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, elbows go straight back. Inhaling to our up position. And exhaling to down dog or child's pose. Inhale, let's look up and step or jump to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle sweeping all the way up. Exhaling to chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bringing the hands to the floor and stepping the left foot straight back, pivoting slightly to the side of the room, and inhaling to warrior one. Now in our warrior one posture, checking that our hips are facing the front of the mat, front knees right over the front ankle. Full back foot's on the floor, and choosing our arm posture. Inhale. Exhale, bringing your hands to the floor and stepping to plank or half plank. Holding here. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, elbows go straight back. Inhaling to our up position. And exhaling to down dog or child pose. We're going to breathe through another heat series here or choose to stay in rest posture. Inhale, shifting to plank or half plank. Shift forward. Elbows go straight back. Inhaling to our up position. And exhaling to down dog or child's pose. Inhale, let's look up and step or jump to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle sweeping all the way up. Hands coming to heart center. Inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, placing the hands on the floor. Let's step the right foot back, pivoting slightly, and inhaling to warrior one. Now we're going to hold warrior one here. Maybe we creep our front toes forward, really sinking down into that quad, challenging ourselves here. From here, we're going to take a deep inhale. Exhale, maybe we take a step back because for me, I have wider hips. We're going to try to line up our heels. We're going to sink forward into that front leg and open up to warrior two. So, warrior two posture. Our heels are lined up, front knee stays right over our front ankle, and we softly gaze over the front fingers. Again, back foot facing more forward than sideways. We never want it to be parallel with the front of the mat. We always want to tuck that toe in to protect our knee. Now our arms are not just hanging, their biceps and triceps are being pulled together here. Really feeling that front leg work. This is definitely a strength posture. Inhale, let's come back to warrior one. So for me, I need to take a step. Exhale, bringing our hands to the floor and stepping to plank or half plank. Now in half plank posture, we want to lift our feet off the floor and roll onto the tops of our knees. Then exhale, press the elbows straight back, squeeze the body, And inhale to cobra. Exhale to down dog or child's pose. Let's breathe through another heat series here. Inhaling to plank or half plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhaling to cobra. And exhaling to down dog or child's pose. Inhale, looking up and stepping the right foot in between the hands, pivoting the left foot slightly, and inhaling to warrior one. Deep inhale, exhale, opening to warrior two, front knees right over the front ankle. Now just a form tip, often in warrior two we'll want to shift forward and lean over our knee. We don't want to do that. We want to pull our torso right over our pelvis. Inhaling to warrior one, bringing our hands to the floor, stepping to plank or half plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhaling to cobra. And exhaling to down dog or child's pose. Now we can always choose to stay in down dog or child's pose, or we can breathe through another heat series here. Inhaling to plank or half plank, holding, shift forward, exhale, lower, inhaling to cobra, and exhaling to down dog or child's pose. Let's inhale, look up, and step or jump to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let circle sweep the arms all the way up. Exhaling to chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bringing the hands to the floor. Let's step the right foot back, pivoting slightly, and inhaling to warrior one. Deep inhale. Exhale, opening to warrior two. Inhale, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, sink over that front leg. And then drop into triangle posture. The hand can always be on the hip. We want to think about opening the chest here. So if we can't touch the floor, if we touch the floor and our shoulder drops, we're not achieving what we want. We want to be up and stacking the shoulders. So think about being in between two pieces of glass here. And so you're driving your hip forward slightly so that you really become a straight line. We really want to achieve that strong, hard line over our body here. Inhale, pulling the core in, dropping that knee, and coming back to our warrior two posture. From here, bringing our hands to the floor and stepping to plank or half plank. Holding. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhaling to cobra. And exhaling to down dog or child's pose. Inhale, staying here and resting if you choose. Or inhale, shifting to plank or half plank. Shift forward. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhaling to our up position. And exhaling to down dog or child's pose. Inhale, looking up and stepping the right foot in between the hands. Pivoting the left, planting the left. Foot facing more forward than sideways. And inhaling to warrior one. Deep inhale. Exhale, opening to warrior two. Front knees right over the front ankle. We're going to inhale, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, reach, flattening that side body. And then coming to our triangle posture. Really stacking those shoulders, feeling that nice pull in the inner leg. Good. Exhale, bringing our hands to the floor and stepping to plank or half plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, elbows go straight back. Inhaling to our up position and exhaling down dog or child's pose. Now choosing to stay here or one last heat series here. Inhale, looking up, shifting to plank or half plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhaling to our up position. And exhaling, pressing to child's pose. Taking some time to sink down here into child's pose. Catching your breath. Rewarding yourself with a little bit of relaxation. It's okay to make room between your hips or your knees so that you can really push the glutes back towards the heels. While we're in this posture, let's stretch out the shoulder. So lengthening the left arm. Let's take the right arm underneath the left elbow, placing our right cheek and side of the head and ear on the floor. Looking to our left side. And thread the needle. Stretching out that shoulder and into the back and lat. Inhale, let's come up and switch sides. In this posture, your hips will have come off your glutes. Our thumbs are in the air in puppy pose more than child's pose. And let's slowly untwist. Sinking back into our child's pose, stretching out just a little bit more here. And then let's slowly come up onto all fours and move to a seated position. Bringing the pads of our feet together into wind relieving pose, lengthening our back. Deep inhale, pressing the feet together, pressing the knees towards the floor. Inhale and exhale, hinging at the hips, leading with the chest. Coming into a forward fold. And then slowly walking up. Do one more forward fold with the feet straight out. Deep inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, forward fold, binding it if you choose. If not, just holding, letting the hands come to the shins. But if you can reach your feet, you can always do that. Really getting that hamstring stretch in. And walking up. Now I want to take some time to just stretch out the hips. We're going to take the left leg and tuck it underneath our right glute. From here, we're going to bring our right hand up and cradle it in our left arm like a baby. So here, we're really going to feel that stretch in the right hip. Taking the breath to that hip. Let's bring that foot over, place it just in front of the left knee. I'm going to place the right hand on the right knee. Inhale and exhale, twist towards the right side. Now we can always do this exact posture unbound or so we can just have that leg straight out. Let's untwist, shake it out, bring the opposite foot under the left glute, bringing that left leg into the right elbow and stretching out the hip here, cradling our leg like a little baby. Now, like I said, this exact posture can be done with the leg straight out. Gonna bring the foot right beside the knee. Inhale, lengthen the back and twist towards the left side. And slowly untwist. Taking a deep breath, let's inhale, roll our shoulder blades up, back, and down. Let's actually open the chest. So I just like to relax my knees for this posture so that both hip bones can touch the floor. We're going to bind our hands behind our back. Inhale, and exhale, open the chest. Just real nice chest opening stretch here. We do so much back stuff that sometimes we'll feel that our posture kind of falls forward. So it's always nice to end with an opening posture. And let's let that release. We're just going to shake it out. Now we have time here to put our sweaters and socks on. If you want to shut the lights off for our ending meditation, you can do that. We're going to put our sweater socks on. Maybe we find some pillows or blankets if that feels good for us today. And we're going to come to a comfortable seated position. And then from here, we're going to move into our Shavasana, our corpse pose. So lying down on our back, opening our hands up to the ceiling. Pulling our chin slightly towards our chest. And just slowing our breath. I want you to think about your feet. Wiggling those toes, recognizing them. And then I want you to inhale, pull those toes tight together as you ball your feet up. The tension coming into your ankles and up your calves and shins. And then as you exhale, release one toe at a time. Feeling all of that tension leave your lower legs and feet. And just relax. Inhale, moving up the legs into the hamstrings and quads. Pulling them together, feeling the tension, recognizing where there's tension. Exhaling, letting the knees fall open and relax as your upper legs relax. Moving into the hips and glutes. Deep inhale, really think about squeezing the glute muscles, maybe lifting the hips slightly. And as we exhale, feel the hips let go, open up, and press into the mat. Inhale, pulling our belly button and low back together. And exhale, feel our vertebrae starting at the very base. Press into the mat as we release that tension. Inhale, moving into the chest, upper back, and shoulders. Deep inhale, shrugging the shoulders. And exhale, pressing the shoulder blades into the floor as our full back come onto the floor. Our chest opens and our shoulders relax. Pulling our chin slightly towards our chest to lengthen the neck and spine here. Inhale, balling the hands together. Maybe we lift the arms slightly off the floor. Deep inhale. And exhale, release all of that tension. Feeling our arms melt into the floor. Becoming aware of our face here. Inhale. Exhale, let the tongue roll to the back of the throat, the face soften, the brows relax. Pull the chin slightly towards the chest. And exhale, feel all of the tension leave the crown of the head. Now in this relaxed state, this Shavasana, We're going to take a few quiet moments to meditate. You can choose to go for silence, or you can choose a word you want to focus on. Don't be hard on yourself here. Just breathe. Now, in just a couple of breaths here, we're going to be coming out of this meditation. Knowing that you can stay here, though, for as long as you want. You don't have to end with us. The beauty of virtual yoga. Just shut the video off now and stay in your meditation. If you are ending with me, we're going to inhale, lift our left arm overhead. And we're going to exhale, roll onto our left side. Placing our left cheek on our left bicep. Right hand comes to the floor as we stack our knees here. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to press through our right hand and press ourselves up to a seated position. Just sitting here in a seated position, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down, chin slightly towards the chest. Just taking a few last breaths here, eyes closed. When you're ready, we're going to blink our eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me this early Tuesday morning, and I hope you have an awesome day. Take this intention of the practice with you for your entire day, for your entire 2018. Again, have a great day. Namaste.